Hi, it's Lee from colouringqueen.net, and I've got another lovely book from Sweden, and it's really big. I'll just show you up against Joanna's Christmas, which I'm sure we're all familiar with the sizing of Joanna's books. So you can see we've got all of this down here and all of this. So it's really quite a big book, and just bear that in mind when you're paying for shipping, you know, that it might be a little bit more expensive. Because it's such a bigger book. It's about 11 inches by about 11 and nearly 12, 11.75 inches. Should have put my glasses on before I started videoing. It's thick, packed full of illustrations with a lovely mint green spine. And we've got this lovely cover art on the back. Now it is glossy, so you'll need alcohol markers if you want to colour that. And for some reason, although it was really packed well, and you know, I got it from Pen Store in Sweden, and they do an excellent job on packaging and all the rest of it, but it's got like a wonk in it. It's all wonky. So it's like a little skateboard track on the back here. I don't know whether you can notice that on camera, but I can certainly notice it. It's for some reason it's become really bent out of shape in the shipping process. So anyway, it still doesn't affect the quality of the book, and if it was really serious with the creasing, I would just put, so you can see the dip down here, or I'll put some videos, pictures on the blog if you can't. But if it was really bad, and I've had colouring books that are creased before, I just get some baking paper and I iron them flat. So I just put the baking paper over the top of it and then use a warm iron, and I iron them down flat. And I do that with posters as well, so roll them up in reverse and then iron them on the reverse side, not on the ink side. When they're printed like this, I'll put the baking paper on there. So all problems can be solved. So on the inside, on the cover, we've got a lovely sort of nameplate page on the cover part of the book. Then this is, I imagine, an introduction. And the paper is fantastic, by the way. It's bright white and it's really thick and really good quality. It has a lovely texture to it. And it's a medium to heavyweight paper. Now the illustrations are on one side of the paper, so I'm just going to move this so that you can see more illustration. There's nothing on the facing page, but this paper is just divine, and it's also perforated as well. So there's a little perforation mark just over there, which I've only just noticed because it's one of the fine perforations. Sometimes the perforation marks are really huge, and sometimes they must use a fine perforating machine. And so cute little images. There's of course a bunny rabbit, so I can see that this is going to be a fun book for me. And although I've never really liked mandalas that much, and that's why you don't really see me review them that much unless they're sort of a little bit different, lately mandalas have been my real thing to colour, and I've found them incredibly relaxing and soothing, and so I can see why people really do enjoy colouring them. This is lovely. You could put like a picture in there, or if you were talented and could draw, you could draw your own things in there. So we've got lots of flowers, mandala shapes, some cute little imagery here of a plant and its root system, cute little owls. And it's on this divine paper, so you could use whatever you liked. I mean, if you're working in the book though and you're using alcohol markers, make sure you do put paper between it, because alcohol markers go through everything. So this is a cute little image, and I love how in Sweden everything's got a crown. Then at the back we've got some cards. So the paper is just fantastic. It's like a medium to heavyweight. And I don't know how they've managed this in the printing process, but they've managed to get like a fold line in here. So they've spent quite a bit of money in the preparation of this book, which is not often, you know, something that we see, because this is all a very expensive printing process to do that. So that's really lovely. And it looks like, because the paper is so thick it's hard to see, but yeah, we've got the perforation down there, and we've also got this fold line. I don't know whether you can see it on camera, but I didn't put that there. That's actually on the paper, so that you can then cut these out and give them to somebody. And faintly across the middle there's also a light fold line as well, so that you know where to cut to make those into note cards and give them to somebody, which is just lovely. And we've got the same here for the little owls. So they're just smaller imagery from those larger scenes that we've seen before. And if you didn't want to start the larger scene, you could always just do the little card and give it to somebody. So we've got these little cards, and then on the back of the book we've got this lovely little conclusion, I would imagine, or a thank you or a dedication, and you can colour that line art in as well. So that's it for our lovely Swedish book. As you may have guessed, I have no idea how to pronounce that, so I'm letting that one go. Until next time, happy colouring.